So, with the new Daredevil show being released, I feel like a lot of people are excited to see where Matt Murdock's story goes in this installment. However, for those who haven't seen Daredevil, who is he and why does he receive so much love from the fans? Well, today I'm going to be telling you 3 things you should know before watching Daredevil. So, let's get to it. Okay, so number 1, who is Daredevil? Alright, so Matt Murdock grew up in a rough neighborhood called Hell's Kitchen in New York. His father, Jack Murdock, was a struggling boxer known as Battling Jack. Jack wanted Matt to have a better life, so he pushed him to focus on studying instead of fighting. Kids mocked Matt for calling him Daredevil because he wouldn't get into fights. So, the way he got his powers was through an accident. So, one day, Matt saw an old man about to be hit by a truck carrying radioactive chemicals. He pushed the man out of the way, but the chemicals spilled onto Matt's eyes. This resulted in Matt becoming blind, but it also helped sharpen his senses. So, what are Daredevil's powers? Because of the accident, Matt developed extreme hearing. He can basically hear heartbeats and lies. He has enhanced smell, touch, and taste. He has a sort of radar sense that allows him to see his surroundings, basically, even though he's blind. This is where tragedy actually strikes. Jack Murdock was later pressured to throw a boxing match, but he refused so Matt could be proud of him. As a result, he was murdered by gangsters. This moment shaped Matt forever. So after becoming Daredevil, Matt grows up to become a lawyer by day, fighting for justice in court. At night, he becomes Daredevil, a masked vigilante protecting Hell's Kitchen, honoring his father's sacrifice and fighting crime in his own way. So, number 2, who are Daredevil's villains? Well, Daredevil has a lot of villains, but the most iconic one is Kingpin. This is really Daredevil's one, I guess, iconic villain. His name is Wilson Fisk, his real name, a massive crime lord who controls New York's underworld. He's not superpowered, but he is incredibly strong, smart, and he's ruthless. Basically makes him an iconic prisoner. In Daredevil Born Again, he completely destroys Matt Murdock's life, financially, mentally, and physically. He's less about fighting and more about breaking Daredevil as a person. And the second most iconic villain of Daredevil, I guess, would you say, is Bullseye. Because Bullseye is basically Daredevil's most deadliest enemy. A psychopathic assassin who never misses. He can turn anything into a weapon. It doesn't matter if it's cards, pencils, even paper clips. He can throw it and kill someone. It's so OP. He's responsible for some of the darkest moments in Daredevil's life. Most famously, he killed Electra. Bullseye represents chaos and cruelty, the opposite of Daredevil's moral code. And lastly, another most iconic villains of Daredevil is the Hand, a reoccurring enemy in the faction. It's basically an ancient ninja cult who uses dark magic and resurrection, and they are deeply tied to Elektra's story. They bring a more mystical side into Daredevil's otherwise street-level world, basically. Number 3, this is a more of a fun fact. What is the strongest version of Daredevil? So, the strongest version of Daredevil, I guess one of them since there's a lot, is Shadowland Daredevil. So, who is Shadowland Daredevil? Forget the radioactive accident. In the Shadowland saga, Matt Murdock became something way more dangerous, a literal demon. Hoping to control the world's deadliest ninja cult, Daredevil took leadership of the Hand, but he was being played. To complete a dark ritual, Matt finally did the unthinkable. He murdered Bullseye in cold blood. That kill broke his soul and let the beast, the demonic god of the Hand, take over his body. The Shadowland Daredevil wasn't just a ninja, he had superhuman strength, insane durability, and total command over a shadow army. He single-handedly wrecked the Avengers until Iron Fist used his mystical chi to blast the demon out of him. Matt survived, but his reputation in Hell's Kitchen was never the same. So this is one of the most powerful versions of Daredevil. There's several of them, but this was one of the cooler ones I guess I could have found. So in conclusion, that should have helped catch you guys up on Daredevil, and now you may feel ready to begin watching the show. That's all from me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe so you never miss future uploads. Until next time, take care and stay fun.